What's going on, everybody? Tech Kid Geek, and today I want to talk about which one is better, Windows 8 or Mac OS 10. Now, in some cases, it is kind of unfair comparison because it's two different, totally different OSs. But what I wanted to make a comparison of certain things that Microsoft has done to trying to catch up what Apple has done with their Mac OS 10 with the gestures and things like that. Now, with Mac OS 10, the trackpad on their computers or they touchpads on their computers and a trackpad for the desktop is very gesture heavy as far as working through the OS, and it works seamlessly and it works well. It's some of the best I've seen when it comes to gesture. When you want to flip the pictures around, you just go like you pinch like this and you just twirl like this. If you want to go through certain things, you just four fingers this way. I think three fingers to bring up the iOS type screen. I don't know them all, so I don't have a Mac, but I've kind of seen some of the gestures. Now, what Microsoft has done with Windows 8 is that they tried to implement things that you would do on a tablet in the computer world. Now, here's my gripe with that because Windows 8 on a laptop is kind of flimsy in some cases because all the gestures that you do with a touchscreen, you should be able to do in the trackpad on the laptop, which I would think would be the smart thing to do. But they still use it at a regular desktop laptop experience. Now that's what something I thought they could properly do. May or may not in the future, but have the gestures on that little touchpad on the laptop and like work it just like it was if it was on the tablet. That will work out fine if they will do that. Don't know yet. But and I'm asking that because what Microsoft has done is pretty much brung a new OS to all their new hardware where it's the same OS no matter which one you go to. It's not like when Windows 7 came out and they tried to put it on a tablet, it didn't work at all. But they tried to say it is touch enabled, but it just didn't work out as well. What they did with Windows 8 is that they bring the tile format so you can swipe through here. If you swipe on the right side, you bring up the charge bar. Swipe on the left side, you bring up the open applications that you have. And if you swipe from the top down to the bottom, that's how you close applications. Now that works on a touch screen or a tablet and things like that. But as far as a laptop little touchpad, it doesn't work that way, which would have been nice if it did. But with Mac OS 10, like everything works seamlessly together. Where, like I said, the gesture is just there. It's not a problem. Like you could do everything with the touchpad without. I mean, the same. Like you'll have the same experience on the desktop as you would as a laptop as far as the gestures go. Now, what I think Microsoft is trying to work to is get to that point. Now, we could say, like, you could ask a guy who works out with a lot of Macs and things like that, saying he liked Mac OS 10 because they integrate iOS and it works well and things like that, and it's easy to use. Like, once you learn your OS, it's simple as that. It's not going to be a hard thing to learn. Now, is which one is better? Me personally, it's just which one. Yeah, I mean, which one you prefer? Like, you like the gestures in the Mac OS 10 and certain things you can do? Go with that one. Windows 8 is easier to use now. I think it's better to use for a touchscreen as far as tablets or a touchscreen computer or a touchscreen laptop, which is the oddest thing I've ever seen, a touchscreen laptop. It's just funny. I saw that. But they're coming out, and that's what they're doing now to make work out with Windows 8. So I'm asking this question to YouTube and see what y'all think, because the question is like which one you prefer, which one you think is better. Are they the same and just have different things that make them a little different towards one another, or is just you prefer Windows 8 or you prefer Mac OS 10? Which one do you prefer? Me personally, I don't have a Mac, so I'm not going to sit here and say I prefer Mac, but I do like Windows 8. I've used it for a month now, and I really like it. I really enjoy it. I really would like on my laptop that it would just have, like the trackpad could do some of the gestures that you could do on the touchscreen, but maybe that will, maybe that will not. But Mac OS 10, where all the gestures and touch stuff and all the simplifications that you can do with how you can airdrop things like that. I forgot what it's called. Something mirroring. I think it's AirPlay mirroring or something like that, where you can watch something on your laptop and put it on your Apple TV and things like that. Where Microsoft may eventually get there, but. So I want to ask you guys, which one do you prefer, Windows 8 or Mac OS 10? Please leave your comment down below. Always rate and subscribe to my channel. Please let me know what you think, because I really want to hear what you guys think. And I'll see you guys.